This is where we left off. Actually, I did a little extra work since last time. It's quite... it's a feast for the eyes, right? Everything's in place. Let's get rid of this. Or let's change it to... I mean, here, let's do... Just for introductions. Oh yeah, this is my dark layer, my shadows layer. Last time we did the hockey player and we did the magpies. The magpies gave me some trouble, but I think I'm happy-ish with them. What else? Oh, and we did that guy, the gas mask guy, which I'm happy with the gas mask guy. That's not the final. So today we're going to do the monkey. And then we're pretty close. We get the monkey done today. This is just the rough. I want to get an actual... I have a friend in mind, a coworker, who I might, if I can catch them at the office the same time I am, I'm going to say, hold up this broom like this and let me take photos of you. So hopefully we'll see. We'll see if she's game for that. All right, so monkey. But here's what's going to happen. Let me just make a quick... I thought I had a red layer, but I guess I got rid of it. All right, so new layer, red. And we're going to make it red. And we're going to select a red. And we're going to go... This is absolutely the wrong... I think I was using... I have it written down here. Rusty Nib 3. Okay, cool. Rusty Nib... The microphone's in the way. Rusty Nib 3. I think what I'm going to do is I'll move my pop filter a little to the left if I can. No, I can't. So what I can't. I think what I have to do is... Oh, I don't want to fuck around with this right now. Here, okay. Okay. It's not the best. It's not ideal, but okay. So, all right. So we got... Did we get the proper? Rusty Nib 3. That's what we want. And it's going to be nice and big. So this is where the explosion's going to be. Oh, that's not red. This is where the explosion's going to be. It's going to be like nondescript explosion coming from behind, which is kind of where this white stuff is. And then this is also going to be exploding in some way. And so then the rest can just be, you know, well, I have it as orange right now. But let's get that orange out of the way. Did I actually draw on my red layer? Yes, I did. Okay, great. And let's just make everything this nice, I don't know what you call this color. Let's make it, oops, nope. Let's make it all that color. The background, I mean. And let's get rid of that too, because that's distracting as well. So now you can kind of see the composition a little bit better. I feel like tone. Oh, I see what happened there. I feel like this will be, oops. Let's go back to red. Actually, let's do black. Let's just block it in right now. Why not? This is very rough, of course. I feel like really everything under here should be black. For the most part. At least blacker. Not the... Oh, I see. I've got my eraser on some weird brush. Anyway, how is Booley doing? How is Booley doing this fine spring day? It's officially spring. It's the equinox happened in some places of the world. So, like, I feel like this just needs more blacks. So all that drawing I did may have been for naught. This might all I just might make all this black, even like there. And maybe this will be black too. What do you think about that? Would that be crazy? And then, I mean, that's like a cage, so there's not a lot. What if I just made just more black? I think that makes it makes everything more readable. And we like readable. Come on. Are you crashing? What happened? Might be crashing. It stopped. Oh, okay. Didn't like something I did. It didn't like. So. All right. All this will actually. I have tires. Here's the tire treads I want to use. I think. Yeah, this is my tire tread reference. So the tire treads will be different. I don't really have treads on them right now, so it'll be like, I don't know, something like that, but better. Right, something like that. So that can create a bit more dark space as well. Anyway, we'll just block that in there. But it's also moving, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure that out later. But I mean, if that was black, that'd, or more black, that would help differentiate the wings. And I don't know. Let's just, maybe I won't worry about the tread and I'll just do like a fun manga style motion lines. Something for later. I just drew all that on the tire tread layer, which is actually doesn't make it, doesn't matter at all. I'm not doing the tires today. Adam is here. Booley says LARPed today, live action role play. So this is a nice way to end my day. Nice. What time is it there? It's here. It is 8:07 p.m. Adam says just popping in to say hi. Booley says sore but happy. Adam says ooh. Anyway, have a good time. Oh well, I guess you're in the east. So it's 11 where you are. Is it 11 where you are? 11 in the PM. So with all of that, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to take our hockey rough and we're going to make it translucent. We're going to take our driver rough and we're going to make it translucent. We're going to make, what's that? Oh, that. We don't need that either. Do we? You know what? No, we don't need that either. Don't overthink it. All we're going to worry about today is turning down my volume. Because that's annoying. What music is this from? This is the K-Tong Missile Mystery from Johnny Quest. I actually kind of don't like it. I'm going to take it off the playlist. Moving on. Go to Shadow of the Con. No, I want to. Moving on. There we go. That's better. Ba 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 ba. I'm in a Spider-Man of the 1960s and 70s Facebook group. And yesterday somebody posted some AI. And I posted, is this group AI friendly? Turns out it is AI friendly. And that made me sad, but somebody reached out to me and said, hey, I've got another vintage Spidey group that's anti-AI. So I joined that. Although it has much, much less members. But anyway, that's a story. Let me find my... There's my car. No. Where is my... No, that's my... Those are my headlights. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so this is my very, very, very rough monkey layer. So let's... What's that? Yeah, that's fine. Let's move him up. And what do we need to do? Oh, the other things I need to research, need to get reference for is the bandoliers, which I think we can do right now. Vintage bandoliers. For like ammunition, right? Like bullets. Ammo bandolier. That's what it's coming up as. Yeah, here we go. Although I really, it was a mistake to to do that because that's going to be a lot of line work. Should I just make it one, or should I give him a handsome vest, a rather fetching vest, monkey in a vest? Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. Let me think about that. Because here, dun, 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 the bandolier. Copy, image. Let me drop it in. Just take a look at it. Dun, 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 wah, 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 wah. Let's make it nice and big so everyone can see it. Boom, 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 boom. It's a lot of lines. That's. I'll tell you that much right now. I'm having second thoughts. Although it's clearly it's cool for a monkey to be wearing a bandolier. But that's going to add a lot more time. So I'm thinking. So the question is there something as cool that will take less time to draw than a million of those? Wow, wow, wow. That's a question for the ages. Okay, so let's now look at my monkeys. There's a monkey. Look at that handsome monkey. Let's go to my red. Select all the red. Delete all that red. Doesn't matter. Actually, undo. Let's grab that. Let's grab those blacks. I can cut them. Put them down here. Give them some opacity just so I can keep that in mind. Now go back to the red layer, delete all that, and let's draw in. Let's try to figure out where I went wrong. What needs to change on this monkey? Okay. I feel like 60. Is 60 a good? But let's go a nice dark red. Blood red, right? Dynamite. Also dynamite. Oh, here's my refs folder. Doesn't have anything useful in it, though. No, it doesn't have anything useful at all. Dynamite is also another thing I should. Old dynamite. There's your classic dynamite in a bunch, but we want single because he's just a monkey. He's a small monkey. These macaques, they're not big. They're small. So like, oh, that's a. I want a real one. I don't want an illustration of one. Oh, there's some sweaty dynamite. Sweaty dynamite. I guess it doesn't have to be old. Let's just go dynamite. Dynamite. Single dynamite stick. Let's try that. Real. I want an authentic. I mean, it's just a tube, right? Replica of sticks of dynamite. Why? Why a replica? Give me a real one. I mean, I guess it's not. I guess it's pretty simple. I'm probably overthinking it. Dangerous. Keep dry. Yeah. Okay. Well, dynamite stick with wick. With fuse. Fuse. They don't call it a wick. They call it a fuse. These are all. There we go. Fake movie prop, but that's fine. I'm going to grab it. It's fine for that to be a movie prop. It looks real. It looks real, everybody. All right, so. Ba-da-da. Yeah. That's what we want. So really, I guess the sticks would be even bigger in the monkey's hand. So it's kind of a conundrum. Like, if that's the monkey's hand, then maybe the sticks of dynamite would be like that. But that's too big. I think we're just going to cheat it. We're just going to cheat it. Monkey hands. Monkey hands. All right. This is monkey. Okay. That's one thing I didn't get was monkey hands. So this was the fun one. The legs splayed open. So let me. No, I won't put it in. I won't put it in. I'll put it on the side. I'm gonna move it to my other screen. Just to get that leg anatomy. But we also is gonna be foreshortened as well. So he's coming out, bam. Like, right? Like, that's kind of like kerbalooey. Like, there may be some debris, I guess. They have, like, I feel like his hand should be closer. I want his head to be big, but not bigger than his hands. I don't know. Perspective is hard, everybody. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Right, a bit of a pot belly. The nipples are like close in the middle. This is his center line. And of course, remembering that, where's my blacks? Where's my shadows? Where are my shadows? Yes, there they are. Remembering, I'm gonna rename it shadows. But whatever. A leg. Don't need to draw. I mean, I could put him in a diaper. That might be fun. And then really get the foreshortened perspective on these feet and legs, right? Does that make sense? All right. Something. This is hard. This is hard. Gonna move that. Where's his knee? His knee's like here. His other knee is here. So I think that's something. And then, like, this would be where let's give him more of a pot belly. That diaper. And the tail. Oh my God, we can't forget the tail. Something like that. Battle up, battle up, battle up. Don't want tangents happening. I'm sorry, I'm ignoring the chat. I'm just focusing on trying to get this anatomy correct and perspective correct. It's a bit of a challenge. Okay, what other macaques do we have to work with here? Feel like maybe we do that. Diaper. So we don't have to draw Monkey genitalia. As much as we enjoy monkey genitalia. I mean, look at this guy. That's a handsome macaque. And that's good for shortening. I don't know, that leg is going on there. It's kind of like the fur. You can get the fur texture on there. Right? Something along those lines. Fur. But right now we're just worrying about. We're not worrying about the details. We're just worrying about the silhouette and the anatomy and the proportions. So that's all well and good for that guy, methinks. And pardon me. Okay, we got that one. Got that one. This guy. Let's have a look at our friend here, which is, I think, what I looked at when I was doing the original sketch. Yeah, he's really got it here. Let me flop it. Ba 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 ba. And there's a better view of the way that the rib cage kind of slopes out. And we got some shagginess, shaggy fur. That's a helpful reference. All right, let me check the chat. Let me stop ignoring you guys. All right. Booley says 10:07. I'm central, so this is guerrilla warfare. I like the bandoliers. Thank you. Or banana-leers. Oh, that's an interesting good one. Army vest, yeah, maybe. Hey, Cthulhu Inc. is here. Ahoy yourself. Ahoy yourself. So let me take a look at this. So this is like kind of like the pectoral structure here. And those can have these arms coming up more behind. And this will all be furry business here. Furry business and funny business. And we can get this. Maybe up, maybe more like that. These would be like that's pretty good. Ba ba ba, and again, the shadow is gonna be like something like that. Where are those nipples gonna be? Do all macaques have nipples like this, or is it only the ladies? Ladies. And we can get that more of a rib cage flare here. Yeah, I guess this is definitely a female because there's no junk down there. So maybe if we just make, I don't have to have the diaper, although the diaper is funny. We don't have to have it if we don't want to. Just say that our good friend, the monk, our good friend, is a she monkey and not a he monkey. He monkey. Da 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 da. Like maybe her hand should be like, I don't know. I don't want her hand to interfere with it. Let me draw. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna erase all this, and I'm gonna attempt to draw a monkey holding dynamite. Hand, just the hand, and then I can move it around and compose monkey holding, I don't know, banana. Sure. We're gonna get, oh my god, so much AI crap. Oh my god. Da da da. Just looking for, and that's obviously a chimp's No one's going to see that. No one's going to see that hand. Here, I'll show you what I'm looking at. This guy on the left here. No one's going to see that hand and say, that's a macaque hand. They're going to say, that's a chimp hand. But, yeah, here's a good. I might just have to make it up. Extrapolate. Oh, here's one. That's a cute guy. All right, let me bring him in. Make him big and biggin. It doesn't really show us the knuckles or anything, but look at this. Look at those ears. Control V. It's like he's wearing nail polish, though. That's a good thing to know. So this is we're calling it monkey hand. What else do we have here? This is our dynamite. So let's make that orange. And this is my bandolier. Make that orange. The orange layers are the reference layers. That's my code. It's my little code. And okay, so monkey hand, we'll make him orange. Let's see if I can find maybe a couple more. They're not like super, yeah, see, look. I'm looking, they're not like super long fingers. Right? They're almost like strangely short. Oh no, here we go. Yeah, they are kind of long fingers. A monkey, but they got the... Okay. What's this? What's going on here? That might be helpful. You little baby monkeys. There's a good one. Okay. All right. I mean, there's not totally dissimilar from human hands, as we know. But they got the long, this part is longer. So let's just take a stab at it using our skills that we've developed over the past million years of drawing. And yeah, unless something jumps out at me. Baby monkey in a zoo. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Let's not worry about this guy. But we will remember that he has black nails. Okay, so we'll do the red. We'll do the red layer. It's all rough right now. It's rough, I tell you, out here. Blue says, I would think they are mammals. And Cthulhu Inc. says, hey, we're the monkeys. Remember the monkeys? Nobody talks about the monkeys anymore. Not like the Beatles. Okay, so let me get my dynamite reference. And one of the questions is going to be, okay. Diddle-a-doo. There's one of those. There's another one of those. Let's merge them together if we can. Merge shapes. Put it underneath my red. And let's see what we can do. This will be, I don't know. Yeah, something like that. Ba-da-da. For now, let's have it. That'll be the wick. And it'll be obviously there. And get that line there. And that line there. Now we can get rid of those shapes. But now, the trickiness. All right, so here's our first monkey finger. So far, so good. Let me look at you. Let me look at your monkey hand. Here, let me just grab that hand. Just grab those hands. Ba 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 ba. You know, what if I just transformed that? Does that help us? It kind of does. It kind of does. Yeah, okay. Yes, Cthulhu Inc., you did just talk about the monkeys. In your own special way. That is true. So, give them a little bit of space between. There's the knuckle. And there's. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. I was lamenting years ago. I either sold or gave away my Battle of the Planets. Battle of the Planets. I feel like this should actually come down. Let's have that come down. Ba 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 ba. And sure, let's do this too. Let's rotate it a bit. DVD. I had a Battle of the Planets DVD. It's rare now for sure. Okay. Ba 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 ba. And then this little guy. Ba, 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 ba. And then does this look too much like a human hand and not enough like a monkey hand? We may never know. I mean, there'd be like some hairs here and stuff, right? And again, there'll be shadows. And this will have a shadow as well. Let's get rid of this distracting thing. I feel like, why is he holding it so close to the... All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab this. We're going to move it down. So it's more in the middle. Yeah. Something like that. So, okay. Let's get rid of our dynamite and get rid of our, what's that? Oh, that's the monkey hand. Orange. Bully says, watch Battle of the Planets. We also had Voltron and Robotech. Yeah, I was never into... I don't know if I ever watched a single episode of Voltron. I watched some Robotech, and it was... Robotech was too serialized for me as a young kid. So I was like, I have no idea what's going on. I don't know who these characters are. I don't know why they're doing what they're doing. Okay, so now we have our hand. And let's imagine... Let us imagine. I kind of want that hand to be bigger, quite frankly. Let's just make it bigger. See what happens. To redraw the dynamite, but we don't want to crowd the margin. We know that. The edge of the... So let's, what if I, bring that down there, something like that. Might be a way to go. Bring that further down. Sure, 7, sure, why not? Who cares? No, that looks weird. Get bigger. Pressing the wrong buttons. Alright, something like that. No. No, I liked the way it was before. Undo, 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 undo. Yeah. Maybe move it just a little bit. Just a little bit, but not quite so much. And then curling underneath. Something like that. So then the arm would be, we're going back to our, there's a guy on YouTube, Pop Goes the 60s. He did a great series of vids explaining the history of the monkeys not that long ago. Interesting, the history of the monkeys. What's the TLDR on the monkeys? They were like the first, well, I don't know if they're the first boy band, but they're kind of the first boy band. They're definitely like early boy bands. So looking at this torso, she looks super janky. So maybe the bandolier will help to cover up some of that jankiness. But we can do the I guess we do the other hand and let me save my work. Hand and dynamite. Let me give it a shot. Get rid of the monkey ruff for a second. It's kind of creepy. Right, something like that. Just gonna have this one angled up even a bit more, maybe. All right. Now if I bring back my monkey ruff, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Da-da-da. Da-da. Let me think. This one seems longer than the other one, which is not good. Ba-da. Ba-da. So let's make that. Do I make the whole thing smaller, or do I just like maybe? Let's try that. Where's my monkey hand reference? I need a better monkey hand reference, really. Let me check what I have again. Not helpful. Not helpful. Oh? Huh? No, wrong. It's too low res. I can't see what's happening there. So this is nice ones. But it's like, I mean, here, let me try something on Google. Monkey hand anatomy. Maybe that'll. Oh, here, look at that. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, there's the rhesus monkey. Oh, I clicked on it and went to a paper. Here we go. Boom, boom. Copy. Can I copy that? Copy image. Look at this. Look at this, everybody. Look at that. That's helpful. That's quite helpful, I think. Hey! No! Get out of here! I'm on Z. This is like degloved monkey hand. Let me look at my hand. I'm going to look at a monkey hand. I'm going to look at my hand. In many ways, they're very similar. The palm is longer. The palm is much longer. And how would that affect? But the fingers are very similar. And the thumb comes to the same end point. But it's less kind of pokey outy, although that's just me. So that's useful information, I guess. So let's say onto my red layer. And my long palm. Here's the thumb. let's put a all right. And then let's put this one here. Does that look normal? I mean, normal enough? I think that kind of works. It's basically guesswork, but they really have these kind of pads here, don't they? That's good to know. And then this is just hairy bastage. Okay. And again, this is where roughly the shadow will be, and this is all underlit. I'll have to make sure those lines are actually meeting up, but we'll do that in post. We'll fix that in post. Feel like that either that one's too big or the other one's too small, but let me see if I can do the face. I think it's kind of mostly working. Let me look at my monkey arms again from our good friend here. Dun, dun, dun. Feel like the shadow would mostly be here and here. Right? Boom, doom, 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 doom. We can have some things coming off him as well. Why not? Bad out. And then and we'll fix. Well, again, this is just our guesstimation. And let's bring back our monkey ruff and see what we can do for a monkey face. Save it. Let me grab this. Let me try something here. What if we tilted that? That's fine. That's fine. Does that look better or worse? Maybe better? Let me look at my reference. I don't know. I just don't know. Okay. Yeah, I just don't know. Anyway, we can muck about with that later too. All right, so scary monkey face. Scary and scared monkey face. Cthulhu Inc. says, gotta go. We'll rewatch later. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you. Blue says, I'll watch Battle of the Planets. Oh no, I read that already. That was a while ago. Okay. All right, monkey face. Where are you? Where are you, reference? Okay. I know we have screaming monkey faces. There's a good one. I guess maybe I bring them all in. So let's do that. This is... Is this a good one? This is a good one. This is a good one. Let's make it bigger. Come on. It's for the structure. This is a good one. Hello. Whoa. Huh? I should change that to my profile pic. And then this is a good one. All very similar as well. All right, so let's make all these yellow just for now. And I'm going to rasterize all those layers. And we're going to cut them out. Cut out those faces. Let me start with that one. Cut. No, I'm going to do it the other way. Cut. Let's go to this one. Cut. Let's go to this one. This doesn't really need much cutting, does it? Let's try a big old eraser. Bigger. Here's... This guy's crazy. Look at that crazy mouth. That's too much. You've gone over. You overdid it. To quote... to quote my favorite line in The Phantom Menace, right after Qui-Gon Jinn does the Vulcan neck pinch on Jar Jar. Young Obi-Wan says, "You overdid it." Okay, cool. Look at those nostrils. Oh, those are some good nostrils. All right. Let's start. Should we start with the nostrils? Let me see. Oh my God, those nostrils, crazy. That's two. Yeah. I wish I had it slightly. I mean, okay. Let's keep that over here. And we'll keep that here. And let's see what we can do with this delightful face. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, some KPM. Spider-Man music. This is The Hellraisers by Sid Dale. One of the best. One of the best. Got to show those fangs. Yes, absolutely. You know it. Ba, 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 da. I feel like basically this guy has it going on. Ba, da. Let's zoom in. Let's get in there. Ba, ba, da. So this is our like center line here. Big scary nostrils. Let's bring this down to a reasonable size. It doesn't really have the center line in the lip that we would have with like a, not even with a human being, but. Oops. And again, the shadow would be. Something like that. I feel like the eyes would be a little bit more. You know, the eyes are close together. Got this big brow going on. If we're doing underlit, then it's interesting. It's interesting, I'm telling you. It's interesting. We do have a little line here, which is helpful. Dot, 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 dot. And then we got our, what do you call those? Incisors? Two front teeth? Is that what they're called? Can exaggerate a bit. Teeth here. teeth going into the mouth. Thus wise. You know, figure that out later. More teats. Teeth go back like that. All this can be black, and that's fine. Totally fine. We don't need to do too much detail. The tongue. Let's give it a little up curl at the end. And this can all be blacky must as well. Put some what do you call it? Taste buds on there. Some taste buds on there. Yeah. Okay. Canines. It's bigger in males because it's the dominant display. Yes, that makes sense. That does make sense. Okay, so checking our other references to see how we're doing. The ears, yes. Yes. I mean, no, it's not that high. Okay. Okay. Let's bring this. So I guess these are the cheeky bones here. Right? And the hair kind of comes out like that and like that. Along those lines anyway. I like the black lip here. That's helpful. Put a little extra thingy here. Why not? And then this is the gums here. Something like that. It looks a little funky. This monkey looks a little funky. I feel like it's not really working. I'm probably being too slavish. Let me just take a look at this handsome monkey here. Let me transform you as well, even though it's... No, I didn't need to do that. Da, da, da. These are the kind of eyes that I want, the open, surprised eyes. Right? Like here. The nose goes back here and up. Crazy monkey. Oh my God. Bum, 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 bum. Let's make our monkey ruff even just a barely a hint of a suggestion that there was anything there. I think this... I really feel like everything here needs to come like that. That looks better already. So... something like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't know. All right, so like, what if this was all it's starting to come together. And then this can all just be got the hair. It's the hair, which will be, yes, 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 coming out like that. This is like the most realistic, more realistic than it needs to be, I think. Right? And then the helmet would be like a little spiky on the It should be like those old motorcycle helmets. With or without a safety strap? Probably not. This will be referenced, don't worry. But for now, just block in the shadows. Not sure how that works. Love this song too. This has got to be Ray Ellis. Look at that. That is a freaky monkey. Okay, I think it's working. I think it's working now. It's got to be readable from a distance, though. Like, the problem I constantly have is putting too much detail in something when I'm drawing, when it's close up to the screen and I'm drawing it, I'm like putting in too much detail. Whereas and then if you back off, there's like, what is going on there? But I think this is close-ish. Let's bring this in a little bit, I feel. And then this guy can be a bit bigger. Maybe even more over there. I can't make up my mind. Is it exactly where it was when I started? Pretty close. The way the pick is framed definitely implies the monkey is important. Yes. This is the monkey of destiny. All right, so let's imagine. All right, this is the no bandolier version. In which case, there's like ribs there, and this can all be black as well. Like I really feel like, I don't know. Something like that. Here. I'm stepping back. Sometimes you got to step back. All right, so with that in mind, I guess this is our new rough. I can delete the old rough if I want to. Do I want to? Here's what we're going to do. Let me just get rid of these distracting lines. This is the tail. This is like the knees should be somewhat highlighted. And then there's the tail. Kablooey. Yeah. What was I going to do? I was going to flip everything. All right, so we're going to save this. It'll take like 7 minutes to save because it's a huge file. 29%, 39%, 49%, 64%, 61%, 80 million percent. Okay. All right, so let's get rid of that monkey rough. We're going to flip it. Pardon me. We're going to flip that canvas horizontal. We're going to just going to flip the whole damn canvas. Flip it good. Do 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 do. It's thinking. Oh, the pixels. All right. So now I'm looking at it from this side. Does anything bother me? Here's what's there is some things that bother me. Let's just make this black for now. As if this were our final layer. Thinking, 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 thinking. Bum, 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 bum. I'm going to make this smaller. I'm going to bring it out a bit more. Maybe rotate it just a bit. We're going to fill that in as if nothing ever happened. That's all well and good. Make that more. Something like that. That's fine. Let me go. What if we did it here? Something like that. No, that's annoying. This is the same problem I had with the damn birds. Yeah, let's try that. That's annoying too. No, I think it's got to be... I think it has to be more or less how I did it before. But maybe we just do... You can hear it sizzling, right? And I think the eyes need to be a bit bigger. Even though... how do I do this? Maybe I just make everything bigger here. Even though it's gonna mess up the structure a little bit, but it's close enough. Gotta make those eyes nice and stark. Okay. No. Stop messing with it. Stop messing with it. We'll get a better. Here, let me look it up now. Let me old vintage vintage biker helmet. Yeah, like that kind. This is the kind. German style, right? That's what I'm looking at. I wonder if they're... Let me go to Sketchfab. Maybe Sketchfab will be our friend today. Fab. And we'll do motorcycle. Motorcycle helmet. See if we can get... I mean, that's pretty cool, too. Vintage helmet. It's just vintage helmet. Here, let me show you what I'm looking at. Like, it's not the goggles, though. I don't feel like I don't need the goggles. It's more distractions. So we won't use that. We won't use that one. There we go. This is what I want. Listening to some Joe Hisaishi from the album Wonder City Orchestra. All right, look at this. Look at this guy. Harley Davidson. Which is the front? That's the front. Right? So if we... Oh yeah, I flipped it. If we... Information. I feel like that's... I don't know. Let's take a look. That's what I'm looking at here. I'm just going to do a print screen. I'm going to drop it in. I'm going to grab this part. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to delete the layer. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to Control T to select all. Is that the right angle? Let me see. Let's make our red layer, our monkey layer. Oh, nope. I almost made a terrible mistake. This is the correct layer. In fact, here, let me try. Will this work? I mean, it might have to work. All right, so L, Shift, and I'll just go around here. And I'll just go around here. Not that we're going to see any of this part here. Actually, let's keep that part. Yeah. So, delete all of this. Delete all of that. Don't need that part. Actually, don't need any of this stuff in here either. Let me get rid of that. Now, if we were to drop this, just move it right over. This is fun. It's a fun thing. Let me just... Right? I think it works. And then in theory... I mean, does that look right? I think it does. Oh my God. All right. But I would want to make that spike on make that spike bigger. Big ass spike. Like ba 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 ba. Like that. Da da da. Like post-apocalyptic style, right? Underpants. I feel like that's good. And instead of he's like I could have like the, you know, he has the strap, but he just didn't bother to fasten them. He's just YOLO. So then in which case, like, they'd be coming out like here. Right? This would be the... Although this is flopped. So maybe... Hang on. Let me get this correct. We're gonna transform it back. How long have I been streaming? I feel like I gotta wrap this up pretty quick. 1 hour 20 minutes. Okay, so no, not just that. The whole damn thing. Image rotation. Let's get it back to where we were. I mean, it works either way, right? I think I can flop it if I want to. You know what? Maybe I'll ask the client. Do you want it facing left? Screen left? Do you want it facing screen right? It doesn't matter to me. Either is fine. Just the only thing I have to change is the writing on the flag. But So, in this way, if we're doing it this way, then according to our good friend, Sketchfab. So, because you know there's going to be some guy, oh, you put the... Yeah, but I also don't want it competing with... Oh, God damn it. I hate you. Don't want it competing with the fuse. So it could be there. And then this one is coming like that, almost like joining, right? Strap. Is it too much detail? Is it too much detail? That's the question. Or do we just pretend it's strapped? I feel like it might be even more distracting. So maybe I don't. Maybe I don't put those straps on. Maybe we just pretend there are no straps. The easiest way is just to erase rather than undo. So we just pretend there's no straps. Or that they come underneath. They're actually going underneath. So that's cool. That's cool. Monkey looking good. Facing to the right somehow appeals to you. Yeah. The other thing that bothers me, so I think we're good with the monkey. This red layer is no longer the red layer. It's now going to be a purple layer. And I'm going to do a new red layer. Why am I going to do a new red layer, you ask? Because I'm just going to set myself up for tomorrow's live stream. Here's the thing. Let's make it a proper red. Bang. Right? I hate this part. I tried to, like, I went to Sketchfab and got a proper, I looked up like anti-aircraft gun or something. And I just cheated it. But it doesn't really look like anything. I tried to make it realistic, but it just looks confusing. So I might just change this to, like, I don't know, your standard cannon. Like circus cannon. Just for simplicity's sake. The other thing that was bothering me, I noticed when I flopped it, was I kind of want this guy here to be like rotated counterclockwise a few degrees, which I can do. Let's see. Because I should have that on its own layer. Where is antlers? Yeah, here we go. And there's the mat for the antlers, like I could here. Let me save my work before I... The moose mat. Let's take those antlers. If I rotated them just that way... No, that's the problem, is I don't want to... Like, I'm making more room for the headlights on the right, but I'm blocking the headlights on the left. So I think... But I mean, I can... Okay. Maybe what I do is, and again, put this on the red layer, rotate this one, keep that one there, where it is, like cut it right here, and then I can rotate this just a wee bit. But the thing that is bothering me is how it's interacting with this cannon. So maybe if I change the cannon, it won't bother me anymore. Maybe that's the thing. Okay, so I think we're doing good. And then, yeah, like I said, we'll have the, what I need to do is like reference some manga to get like to get the explosion style. Or I don't know who else. And then there's just going to be Debris everywhere. So that'll be fun. I'm telling you, it's going to be fun. And then this, so the thing that has to change with this is I want, if I can get my friend to pose for me, she's not going to be holding on to the hockey stick. Because right now the hockey stick is like the length of 2 hockey sticks, which is ridiculous. So I think we just have her holding a hockey stick with one hand, and the other hand is just like, I don't know, something like that. Maybe pointing. That's the worst thing I've ever drawn in my life. Or maybe like giving that, yeah, hail Satan. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But she can be holding the hockey stick up like that. Flag is here. And Bob's your uncle. Okay, great. Thanks for coming. I hope you had a good time. Hopefully see you tomorrow morning. I do want to go for a bike ride if the weather holds. It was a nice time today. To answer your question, Bully, what time will tomorrow's live stream be? I'm hoping for the traditional 10 a.m. I'm just going to say 10 a.m. Will it be the truth? Will the plan go to fruition? Let's see. I normally wake up at like 8. So if I take the dog out, maybe I can do it earlier than 10. Maybe I can do it at 9. This is Pacific time, of course. Right now it's 9:16 p.m. for your reference. So let's say before 10 if I can. I'm going to check the weather. I'm going to... but then, no, I think 10 is fine. Let's say 10. Okay. And with that, I bid you my thanks. I bid you good day, sir. I bid you like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time on the internet.